Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, depending on what time you're watching our show. But today, we are down in the Moose Jaw Cultural Center in the lobby with Grandpa Glenn Hagel.
Yeah.
And talking about recent events. Although you've stepped away, it's a year now, and so you've stepped up to the plate again in many different ways. So first thing, of course, was the fact that your grandchildren have had the benefit of seeing you more often.
Oh, that's neat. Just came back from a great visit.
Yeah. And also you've taken on being the leader of the RuBarb Productions professional theater group in the community.
Yeah.
And recently, this week, the Scotties. And being the head person in that. So today we're just going to talk about RuBarb Production, because that's a big thing in itself.
Yeah.
What an exciting time for Moose Jaw.
It is really, theater in this town is a big part of our
I hope so.
Well, it's a big, and you were part of that. You were part of making that happen.
Yeah.
Because in fact, the vibrant theater presence in Moose Jaw, in many ways, I've always thought, has been attached to the fact that our high schools, and you were one of the pioneers in that era here in Moose Jaw, of young people being engaged in the world of the performing arts, theater, and others. And what we have with RuBarb Productions is the conversion from an 8-year long-standing, good quality, family-run theater production company, theater company, the conversion to a nonprofit corporation. So it in some ways it's a big deal, it's a little deal. The little deal is the name is changed from RuBarb Productions to RuBarb Productions Inc.
Oh, I hope people can grasp that.
But the importance of that is that what it really does is it moves RuBarb Productions here in Moose Jaw now to the world of theater companies in Canada that are around for not just for years but for decades and decades, to be a good quality theater company that brings wholesome entertainment to Moose Jaw and provides lots of opportunity for local people to be involved along with professionals on the stage. That's really the vision. And in many ways, that's a part of the culture of our community. We are a culture-savvy community here in Moose Jaw, and one of the ways I notice it is in the high schools. You can go to any high school in Canada, and the kids that are involved in sports, they're cool. Sport athletes are always cool. This is a city, when you're involved in theater or the performing arts, you're cool too.
Yeah.
You're not a geek. Lots of places, the arts kids, they're geeks. In Moose Jaw, they're cool. And that's one of the definitions, in my mind, of a good quality community, great place to live and to raise a family. And that's why I want to be part of a theater company that has a vision for good quality theater entertainment, but also a very important place in our heart for young people to become involved.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the sentiments. There's a lot of people who started and continued from theater. One guy just came to mind just as I was talking to you. He was a kid born in Moose Jaw. His family became very well known in the fine arts world, and he ended up being a professor at the University of Saskatchewan. But he worked here in Moose Jaw as a teacher, vice principal of Prince Arthur School. Walter Mills was his name.
Okay.
And Walter helped foster the Saskatchewan Drama Association, which does the high school theaters. He helped organize the first festivals in the province. Wow. Yeah. And then he even adjudicated all the festivals the first year, went and did them all, so there was very fair judging. But Walter, we talked about theaters for decades, Walter was in the first cast of the Stratford Theatre in Ontario. He was in the first,
awesome.
He graduated, and then went down there and became an actor. And his brother, of course, was a famous singer, opera singer. And his third brother was a cartoonist who, one of the shows he worked on was the Flintstones. He was one of the artists on the Flintstones. So a great family who came from Moose Jaw. And Walter's middle name, to tell you how much, is Lynbrook.
Oh,
because the family house was built. It was right beside the Lynbrook Golf Course.
Oh, neat.
So,
neat.
But there's lots so much theater in you guys.
Well, and our artistic director, Evie Coop,
Yeah.
in many ways, a very similar story. Evie is a Moose Jaw area gal who grew up with a love of theater and a dream to be on stage. She went away to down east, New York and Eastern Canada, studied, became professional, voice, opera, theater, came back to start a theater company, and that's where RuBarb was born.
Yeah, Cairnport and moved this way. And her husband
is Jeff Sawatsky,
Sawatsky,
also a performer. They team up now. And
sings
the
the
roots,
national
the
anthem
roots of
sometimes.
RuBarb come from Evie's middle name is Ruth. Her mother, Ruth Coop, her middle name is Barbara.
Oh.
And so RuBarb became the name of the family theater company.
And here I thought it was food.
Spelt different.
I didn't know.
Spelt different.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter in today's society, with texting and twittering. Spelling is not important.
What they did over the years was the best thing you could possibly hope for. They developed a wonderful reputation for quality productions that involve professionals on stage right here at the May Wilson Theatre in historic downtown Moose Jaw. Good quality track record involved, provided opportunity for local amateurs to be involved. And it's really that vision and that mission that we see wanting to take now to the next step. Because the truth of the matter is, family-run theater companies simply aren't sustainable. There's a reason why virtually all the theater companies in Canada are nonprofit corporations. It's because as a nonprofit corporation, and I'm proud to be the founding president of RuBarb Productions Inc., Moose Jaw Theater Company. It means now that we're in a position like other theater companies where we can get private donations, tax credit donations for individuals. We can get corporate sponsorships. We can apply for cultural grants, and we can do fundraising activities, one of which we want to talk about.
We do want to talk about November
because
the
that's
8th.
what enables you to sustain, just like the Globe Theatre in Regina, Persephone Theatre in Saskatoon, in Moose Jaw. We now have our own theater company, RuBarb Productions.
And it's about time, in the sense that it's the proper time. Our city is maturing.
Yes.
We have, with the Mosaic place and that opening up more cultural aspects, and people are becoming to appreciate and wanting more.
And Moose Jaw, I think, is it has had for some time and continues to have a growing reputation as a cultural center in the province. It's become a popular place for people of the arts, not just the performing arts, but of all the arts, to find Moose Jaw to be a good place to live. This is a place where people appreciate the arts.
Yeah, and as family, your family was involved with the arts.
Absolutely.
Your daughter, Meredith, was a great student and got a lot of exposure. And bringing that kind of thing here gives the opportunity for people to, just like they're moving away to do jobs in Alberta or other places, they can now come back and maybe look at a job here.
Yeah, exactly, and precisely. And that's part of our mission of RuBarb Productions, because we want to be first and foremost good quality theater company for wholesome entertainment for Moose Jaw area and visitors, part of the tourism industry here in Moose Jaw as well. But we also want we want to be supporters of particularly young people to discover theater, discover their way of, in their own involvement, either as amateurs or potentially professionals. It is a priority for us when we do our summer Broadway musical, which will be, that's sort of that's the biggest character production of RuBarb. It is a priority of ours to hire, first and foremost, young people from Moose Jaw who've gone away to train as professionals, so they can come back to Moose Jaw and make some money in their hometown doing what they've gone away to train. And if we can reach the financial position, and that's our objective, then we want to also provide bursaries and scholarships for young people in Moose Jaw to be able to train to be professionals in the performing arts and theater.
That's a great idea. It's a wonderful thing. Let's talk about November 8th.
Yes.
Big gala.
Yes.
Happening here.
Yes.
Somewhere in Moose Jaw.
At the spa.
At the spa.
At the
just
spa.
around the corner.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Best meal available at the spa.
All right.
And
now, let's talk about what is, it's called a gala, so what's going to happen there?
We'll have, it's a fundraiser, so it's right up front, it's a $100 ticket. There's a $50 tax credit receipt for that. It's a fundraiser, and that's part of what's necessary to make good theater companies work. There'll be a silent auction, some good things that'd be interesting, and there'll be some live performance in the true tradition of RuBarb. RuBarb has been performing for 8 years, and that night we will announce the brand new 2013-14 5-show season. We'll announce the titles, and that night on site, people will be able to buy their first ever season pass. For the 2013-14 seasons. They can pick their seats and their date for the upcoming season.
How long a run's going to be, Glenn?
There will be 4 3-day runs.
Okay.
And then the summer run will be a 3-week run.
Okay.
And what will happen that night as part of our live entertainment is we will have some selections from past RuBarb productions that have happened right in this building in the May Wilson Theatre.
Yeah.
And at least one performance from the upcoming season as a little bit of a
teaser,
teaser for the upcoming season. So it'll be RuBarb performances and of seasons past and the season to come. And I think it's intended to be an elegant evening. We're asking people to dress up. And
it's a nice time of year to do that, you know?
Yeah.
It's a good thing. And people, and again, that's a cultural thing. People like to dress up.
Yeah.
So we're in our last minute.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
How can this be?
I don't know. Time passes. Tempest fugit.
When they throw you and I together.
I know.
Just like that.
We could. Well, I heard you doing the radio show the other morning, and you did a great job of that.
Thank
That
you.
might be another career if you want to make money, you know.
Who knows?
But let's just talk about, finally, we've got to wrap this up. Coming on the November the 8th is the announcement of the season. It's the gala.
Yeah.
People want to be part of RuBarb Productions, can select their nights.
Yes. Their seasons, right, for the season.
For a whole year.
Yeah.
And there's going to be around Christmas. There's going to be a show, isn't there?
The first show will be December the 5th to the 7th. It'll be a Christmas theme show.
Okay.
Yeah. And people can get tickets by phoning 693-1771 or emailing tickets at rubarb.ca.
Okay.
We will be opening our office on Main Street on November the 1st, and so people will be able to walk in from that point forward, and we look forward to seeing lots of fun out of this building in the year to come.
Thanks for coming down and joining us, and congratulations on accepting these new roles in this community. I know that there'll be great successes, and I know there's a lot of passion in there that you will share and the people will enjoy in the season to come.
Thank you.
Okay.
And thanks for your contribution to this great cultural world, too.
Thanks. Well, here we go. Next time we're going outdoors, and we'll see you in our next section, so don't go away. I think you'll enjoy the bright red background.